Starting to hear from some of the family members of those servicemen and women who were lost there, and they don't have very kind words to say about President Biden either.
Yeah, well, I grew up in Fort Hood. My daddy was a retired sergeant major. I went to his funeral 2 years ago, and he laid under that flag. I went to my uncle's funeral. He laid under that flag. My two other uncles who laid under that flag. As a little boy, I went to my dad's fallen comrades at their ceremonies as they laid under that flag. And, this is just a travesty, and it didn't have to be this way. We have history, Heather. We have history from Saigon. We have history from other wars, knowing how to pull out, knowing how to have a gradual progression on how we bring our servicemen and our American citizens home, not to mention the billions of dollars of equipment that was left behind. When I saw this equipment left behind, it gave me a bad memory, because I remember the Vietnam where I grew up in it, is watching how they pushed those helicopters off the carriers into the oceans and all the other things. And I'm wondering, where are our Humvees and our air missiles and our tanks and our helicopters? Where's our accountability where the Taliban have these very well equipment that they're using right now against our servicemen and God knows what else? You saw the Pentagon press conference today. He doesn't even have a clue how many citizens are in Afghanistan. He don't know. He don't even know how much equipment is really laying around and what was left behind. This is such a great travesty. And then to have the audacity, this administration as the President Biden did, to go up there and try to spin this back on President Trump. Are you kidding me? I said, Bob and Heather and panel, I said, watch what happens. He's going to try to figure out a way to blame President Trump for this debacle.
Yeah, Bob, as I'm sitting there looking at those flag-draped caskets, I'm thinking of, that's why we stand for the flag. And then going back to the images that we saw of women there in Afghanistan lifting their infants up to our American military members just to get their infants to America. We forget about the country that we live in.
Well, this